Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Ebbie with Ebbie Reviews. Today is going to be something that I haven't done in a good little while. This is going to be a get ready with me. Let's discuss some shenanigans that's going on in our world today. Video. Lord, my makeup has expanded so much that there's a whole thing over here with just a bunch of stuff in it. But definitely gonna need this. Okay, so, this video was probably gonna be a little long because y'all gonna be with me for my whole process as I go from absolutely nothing to a full face of the shenanigans and the foolishness. So let's jump right into it. I will try to tell you what I'm using in every step. So I don't have to link it down below. But if you have any questions about anything I use, you can drop down in the comments and ask, and I will definitely answer. So let's start. My face is already prepped. Clearly there's still cotton from when I bathed my face in toner. So I have been cleansed. I have been moisturized. I have been serumed, all of those good things to ensure that the 42 years that I have lived doesn't show all over my face all of the time. So yeah, we're going to go in now with some primer, which goes underneath your foundation. I'm sure everybody knows that. So today we're using two different primers. We are using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, and I am going to use a little of this no problem priming water, but it's spelled no pour. Y'all get what I'm saying. Clearly words mean things and I can't speak, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's start. Okay, we're gonna do this like I normally do it. Okay, so got a little of that. Okay, and y'all bear with me because after I use stuff, I like to put the tops back on and sit it right back where I got it from. Blame it on my ADHD. Okay. So the Milk Hydro Grip Primer leaves your skin feeling a little tacky so that your foundation will stick to it. And we're just going to add a dollop, 1, 2, 3 little drops. It's just like water almost, to add a little bit more hydration. My skin is normal and tends to is normal to dry. I don't really get super oily, except sometimes if it's super hot, like in my T-zone is where, if oil is going to show up, that is where it's going to show up. So I'm going to give y'all the full Monty today. So my next step is going to be color correction. So as you can obviously tell, and y'all met one of my one of the heartbeats of my heart, my grandson Scooter Boop. I am somebody's Mima, so I have to do a little extra. I can't just slap on some foundation and keep it pushing. That's not how my life works. So sometimes I can, depending on the foundation. And with this foundation, I don't necessarily need it, but today I want it so that I don't have to put as much on. So I'm taking orange color corrector, and I am going to put a dab some under my eye to correct the dark circles that are under my eye. And then there is some hyperpigmentation along the sides of my face. I have like 7,000 moles. And then I have some discoloration around my mouth. So we are going to do some color correcting. Now, I'm not going to say this is always And my eyelids are a little dark because my whole schedule this week has been jacked. I did the wrong thing. See, I work from home, right? So what I've been doing is, normally I don't take a lunch break. Normally I will work through my lunch because I am the queen of overtime. But this week, Sunday night I didn't sleep well. So Monday I was exhausted, so I took my lunch. And on my lunch, I took a nap. My lunch break is an hour long, so I took like a 45-minute power nap on my lunch break. However, here's the thing. That has been throwing off my sleeping schedule at night. So when I finally get done and maybe record a video or watch a show or take some notes or whatever that I have going on after I finish working, by the time I do all of that and lay down, I am realizing, oh girl, ain't no sleep coming no time soon. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey, no bologna, no crab, no shrimp, no scallops. And y'all see me buffing it out so that it is a thin layer, because we're going to layer several things on top of this too. But this is just to help cancel out and give me a more even look with the situations that I have going on with my face. Okay, so the sleeping thing has not been my ministry. I have a bazillion brushes, y'all. So what I have been doing is I get in the bed and I lay down and I don't go to sleep till like 2, 3 in the morning because I took the 45-minute nap. So my body's like, we not sleepy, bitch. So I'm up watching shows on Netflix, all kinds of stuff. So here's what I'm about to do. I'm going to, most people, you don't have to do this, but this is just a step that I've started doing because I like the way it makes my makeup look and last. So I'm going to take a little of my loose setting powder. This is Maybelline Fit Me in 30 medium deep. And I'm going to set my color corrector. And it's just a light layer. And it doesn't make my foundation look super cakey or anything like that. It's not enough to do all of that. But it is enough that it's just a thin layer. So there's a thin layer between it and my foundation. So that the foundation doesn't remove everything that I just put on my face. And then the dark circle under my eye is peeking through because the foundation has picked up and moved my color corrector. So that is that. That is that on that. And it's a little trick that I learned from my aunt Jackie. Okay, shout out to Jackie, I know. So, yeah, like I've been saying, like my sleep schedule is jacked. So I've been taking these naps during the day and then I'm up all night and just it's a vicious cycle. So I'm trying to break the cycle today. Luckily, my internet, apparently there was an accident. Somebody hit something, internet cable out. Lights are still on, thank God, but no internet and cable. I work from home, which requires me to have the internet. I had to text my supervisor and be like, hey, yo, because he's in Texas, and be like, well, bruh, ain't got no internet. And my coworker who lives in Matthews, I emailed them both from my phone, and I was like, hey, my internet is out, so the cable company is saying it's going to be a whole hour before it's restored. Hold down the fort until I can get back on. Which then in turn means I'm going to have to make up all of this time, which means that I will probably still, when the gentleman panel come on tonight, I'll probably still be on the clock. I'm going to participate in the gentleman's panel, but I'll be working at the same time. Okay, so for foundation, I'm sorry. because I was moving without saying anything. I am using today Juvia's Place I Am Magic Full Coverage Foundation. And when they say full coverage, they mean full coverage. It's thick. It's like a mousse consistency. It blesses my life. And let me explain to you, because I know Juvia's Place is problematic. Okay. However, that has got nothing to do with me and my face. So that woman and that other woman's husband and wife and their whole situation, that has nothing to do with Ebony. We all clear? All hearts and minds? Cool in the game. So back to Juvia's Place. The good thing about Juvia's Place is this is the first foundation line where I have several matches. I can use several different of their foundations and it'll match my skin perfectly. Normally it's one, and then if I go up, it's way too light, or if I go one down, it's a whole situation. I look like an Oompa Loompa. But this is the first one that I tried, and this is one I normally wear, but she's empty, and I have to replace her. This is 435 Punta Cana, which is normally my Holy Grail go-to. But something in me said, oh, and let me tell you this, 20 bucks. $20. $20. Do you hear what I'm saying? Listen to me again in case you missed it. $20. I'm very particular about my doll hairs and how I spend them. Especially when it comes to makeup, because makeup is expensive. But $20. So, and I don't look ashy. She's full coverage. She don't slide around. I spent $40. Put the top on. The top is sliding off. And I'm not trying to shade this company because this is a black-owned business as well. This I bought because I wanted to try it. This is the Uma Say What Foundation. I heard such good things. This is not for me. This doesn't like me. Me and her have had words. It's on sight when I see her. No. This may work for a lot of other people, but just, I don't know, something about my skin and the way that this applies, this return to sender. I don't want this. So it's just sitting here. I'm sure if my sister ends up seeing this, I'm going to get a text message. Let me get that. And I'm going to happily give it to her. Even though she is still under the mistaken impression that even though she is lighter skinned than me, she should be using a darker foundation than I do. Don't ask me. We don't want to get it back into that. So, like I was saying, like I said, this is going to be a long one because I am talking a lot. So we are going to apply some foundation. So let me say this about this foundation. It comes, you're supposed to pop the top and it squirts out. But here's the thing. I am special, a little OCD, a little ADHD. So I unscrew the top so the top doesn't get dirty. Don't judge me, judge your mama. All right. So this color that we are using today is 430 Rio. This is 435 Punta Cana, which is my normal everyday, but this is the backup that I've learned that yes, she works too. Ooh, without an issue. So if you are my skin type, have no fear. There is a foundation out there for you. You can either use 435 Punta Cana or 430 Rio, and I want to try Havana, which is another, I think it's for something else. I want to try Havana too to see if that works as well, so that I have multiple go-tos in this foundation, because, you know, she wears a lot of makeup a lot of time. So this is, do you see how thick that is? You see how it's hanging off my nail? So we're going to put this all over. This brush that I'm using, again, shout out to my Auntie Jackie, Ina. This is the NYX All Over Face Buffing Brush. This is not the foundation brush. It's called the NYX, it's by NYX. It is the multi-purpose buffing brush is what this is. If you go online and get the NYX foundation brush, this is what they're going to send you. It is not the same. This is angled. I only use this for my color corrector. As you can see, the orange. This is the brush you want for if you're trying to get the brush that Jackie Aina uses for her foundation. So let us go and start to buff this. Do you see? Do you see it? Do you see it already? Do you see the level of coverage? Please make sure you get your ears and the back of your neck. We want everything to match. Dear God, shout out to L Teddy 27. My little brother. We like to call him JG. If you haven't watched David Makes Man, or any of my David Makes Man's review, I don't know what you're doing with your life, what's happening, what's going on. Okay, so enough about me, because I did say there would be shenanigans in this. Let's talk about some hot topics. Apparently I am in a particular sector of YouTube, and they keep a lot of stuff going. And it is no different from anyone else in YouTube. No, nobody from the beauty guru YouTube keeps stuff going. They don't know how to stop. The drama community is like a tank full of piranhas. Oh my gosh. That's their whole purpose in being, is just to keep shit going. So I see the same problems. The mukbang community, them bastards, they keep stuff going. It's all the same. It's all the same. It's just one big Peyton's place full of shenanigans and foolishness. And it's getting to the point where it's absolutely ridiculous. Especially with some of these drama channels and the narratives that they like to spin to fit who they like in said community. Like with the beauty community and their drama channels that they have. Everybody clearly has a vendetta against James Charles, Jaclyn Hill, Manny MUA. Now, Manny MUA has been keeping to himself by association. Nikita Dragon is also in that problematic she can't cough and without them making a video group. But literally, and I would really want to specify this with James Charles, because I know this young man is problematic. First of all, he's 20 something. He's a baby. I'm old enough to be his mama, because I have a child his age, several. This child can't breathe. He can't tell a joke. He can't get a dog. He can't do a house tour of his new house without these drama channels vilifying this child. I said, okay, y'all it don't matter what this baby do. Y'all gonna find the most heinous way that you can portray this and this young man, and that's the narrative that you're going to run with, regardless of what's happening, whether he's right or wrong, whether it's a joke or not, or nothing. He's not allowed to joke. He's not allowed to do anything. Now, I understand that this baby has been problematic before, and I have no issues, because, again, mama, I have no issues calling out someone and holding them responsible for their bullshit. Today, speaking of bullshit and people who have a lot of it, we're going to use some of their products. First of all, let me be very clear. I understand that brands are problematic. There is not there's no such a thing as an unproblematic brand. Everybody's brand is problematic to someone. They offend someone. You cannot please everybody. Somebody's always going to have a problem with what you got, what you're doing, what you're saying. So let's start there. Secondly, I've been bought this. Thirdly, I'm going to buy this again. If you mad, you be mad in your corner. Please don't bring your bullshit to me. Thank you. That's not how I roll. I don't do a bunch of dramatizations and shenanigans and foolishness. So that's not what we're going to do. So for my concealer today, Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Once again, shout out to my Aunt Jackie. I said my Aunt Jackie like I'm not old enough to be her auntie. Cute. Alright, so I'm going to do a little highlight. And then I'm going to do a little, especially right around there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I had to dip so much back in. Normally I can do this with one dip in, but she's coming to the, I've had her for almost a year and we're almost at the end. So another favorite that I like to use, who is calling me? Oh, sir. No, you can leave me a message, boo-boo. All right. So another favorite, It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, especially for me having very mature skin and I'm very creasy under my eyes. This will bless your life. So let's go on to the bane of my existence. I don't take hours for my eyebrows because I don't really do that much with my eyebrows. Yeah, I guess I'll see you next lifetime. We'll be butterflies. Okay, so this is the brow product that I'm using today. This is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit. And I have some brow gel that I'm going to use in a second. This is what I use for my brows. My brows are never spectacular unless I just got them done. I just got them waxed. And I'm not getting mine waxed until next weekend. So, okay. Alright. No. By the time you come back, Shantae will have a man. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your application. It has been denied. Okay. So I'm going to, first thing I do is I brush the hairs of my brow, because as you can tell there is foundation on top of them. So I let my concealer sit and sink in while I do my brows. My brows don't take that long, and then I will blend in my concealer, and then we're going to powder. So Tuesday. Sir, I don't know. You know how you try to be polite? Nigga just can't take that. Moving on. So let's talk about something that is not my life, shall we? So I went on to Love B. Scott. So let's talk about some things that are on here. So it says here, Lamar Odom calls himself an immature punk for breaking up with Taraji P. Henson to date Khloe Kardashian, who he ended up marrying and was in love with and was begging to take him back. But now that you know that that's never going to happen, now you was a punk ass for dropping Taraji. We know that you, Mr. Odom, are not a purveyor of good choices in your life. Hence your addiction to crack. So we are not surprised, nor are we shocked that you made the infinitely unwise decision to stop dating Taraji P. Henson. And I'm done. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. So it says that Mr. Cuba Gooding Jr. is being Me Too'd. He's got more accusers coming out the woodwork. Okay. Moving on. So Wendy Williams went on her show and said what everybody has been thinking lately about the good sister, Nicki Minaj. Now, I am no Nicki Minaj stan. I am no Nicki Minaj fan. I like most of her features because I heard them on the radio. I have never purchased any of her music. And I'm not going to say I never will purchase any of her music. I just don't know. But I am not that kind of girl. Her music just doesn't, I don't know. It just doesn't speak to me. So, I am not that invested in Sister Minaj. Now, Wendy got on her show and said, congratulations on marrying a killer and a sex offender. Yeah, okay. I mean, she not wrong. Because you married a killer and a sex offender, girl. Like, you can't be mad. You absolutely cannot be mad, sis. What you mean? What's going on? I don't understand. Now, if you feeling some type of way about anything that I have to say about Nicki Minaj, you're a Nicki Minaj stan, please do not go into my comments acting the fool, calling me all kinds of names. Yes, I know I'm fat. I know I'm broke. I know I could just never. We know all of those things. You know what else I'm not? Married in a killer or a sex offender. Not gonna do that. But I digress. Moving on. Those are her decisions for her life and what she thinks is best for her. And that has what? Absolutely nothing to do with Ebony. She doesn't even know Ebony. So I know she don't give a fuck about what I think about her marriage to whatever the child name is. To the Cucamonga cracker killer. I don't know. Okay. Let's get this blended in, shall we? And then add some powder. That is literally when beating your face comes into play. So, there is going to be a celebrity RuPaul's Drag Race, which is basically like Drag U, when RuPaul had Drag U, where he would bring on like everyday women and give them a drag makeover. Only they're doing celebrities now, which I think is probably going to be funny. I'm waiting for Tiffany Haddish to make an appearance. I'm waiting for possibly Whoopi Goldberg because she stands. I'm waiting for, still, all manners of my lovely celebrities that stand this show to come on and make an appearance. Here's where I don't have a problem necessarily, because I don't run anything. But as a fan, the fact that Nina Bonina Planeta Brown is not on this show to help make over these celebrities is disturbing to my spirit, man. So we're back to Juvia's Place. And this is my Juvia's Place loose setting powder in Kalahari is the color. It is a yellow. It's a golden yellow powder. And we're going to take some of this and I'm going to start to put the powder under to bake under my eyes immediately. So there's no creasing. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to do one like this and one like this. And so I'm going to go back to that in 1 second, because before I do bake down here, we're going to contour a smidge. Now, about contouring, you can do it. You don't have to do it. This is a new process for me that I've just started doing. I kind of like the way it looks sometimes. Some days I love it. Some days I do not. So, what I'm using to contour, now I got this in a box. Can you tell I've used it a lot? And my hands always have makeup on it because this was once white. I use this Cover FX Perfector Face Palette in medium deep. So, this is my contour color. And this is a very strong contour. So I dip twice and tap off the excess, and then let's go to town. Now, I don't know if this is how you do it or if I'm doing it right, but this is how I tend to apply it. Those of you who are serious makeup aficionados, y'all can get down in my comments and be like, girl, you're wrong. You're wrong and then two left shoes. Don't ever do your contour like that. It looks crazy. I don't really normally. Alright, so now that that is done, now it looks like I have cheekbones. I tickle myself. Y'all can't take me seriously. I'm going to dip back into Kalahari. And I'm going to do that. Who's texting me? Oh, okay, my girl. Shout out to Really B. She just texted me some tea. And I'm going to sip. This is tea just for me. We're not going to share this tea. So we're going to leave this just like this to bake. And we are going to get into some eyeshadow. Hallelujah. Alright, so I have to find something. Let's see, what am I going to use today to prep? I'm going to use, because what I normally use, my finger is not going to. I don't ever use this. Let me put a color switch on it. So I think my eyebrows are super thick and I kind of like them like that. They're made out of real hair, so, you know, it is a thing. So, my MAC Painterly paint pot in the color Laying Low. So, I'm going to take some of this and use that to prep my eyelid space for eyeshadow. I'm just going to put it on, and then I'm going to rub it in with my finger, because of my nails, won't fit into the pot, which is why I'm using a brush. But normally I would take my finger and rub it around to get some product on.